guys, I'm Shivani, and today we're talking about what's really the reason behind our overreaction. It's our childhood traumas, stigmas, patterns, and we don't even realize it. But a lot of times, when something happens, something very minutest of annoying thing in the day, and people say, "Why are you overreacting?" But you're too emotional. Oh, you're really you were not supposed to act like that, and you know it deep inside, like why am I so hurt about this little thing? Like, it shouldn't even bother me. Like, why am I going so crazy thinking about it? And why am I so angry? And why am I so irritated? And those things happen when someone just passes a remark or just something just happens, and you're like, excuse me, you are bothering me way too much. And what we need to know is it's not those people who are bothering us. It's a particular pattern repeating in our lives, showing up again and again, calling us out. Hey, listen, I'm here to show you something. So basically, these little things which are put up by a lot of people in our lives repeatedly to budge us, to kind of like push us forward, to address what it is that we are hiding in the basements of our emotional box, if I say so. Because, see, it's like when you were little, maybe 2 year, 5 year old, maybe 10 year old, maybe a teenager, and you were very naive to understand someone else's point of view, perspective. Why did they say this? Why did they do this? Basically, you were just a child who wanted what they want and was really hurt when they did not get it. It could be attention, it could be friendship, it could be companionship, it could be when your parents were not there when you wanted them to. It could be when your teachers were not as supportive as you expected them to. Anything which you, as that innocent, naive child in you, expected things to be received and did not get it, you were hurt. Uh, and that's where the seeds of not being good enough, not deserving enough, of uh, feeling abandoned, feeling rejected by people, those were the places where that seed was implanted. And so, uh, over the years, things just kept on piling up, piling up, piling up. But deep inside, that in that basement down below the foundation was those feelings. And so whenever someone says anything which is even minutely related, linked, or somewhere evokes that same feeling of, again, not deserving, not being good enough, of being rejected, of being abandoned, it kind of shakes up the entire foundation, and everything kind of just like breaks down, meltdowns happen, and then you're like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Am I crazy? Why am I overreacting? People think I've lost it. I think I don't have my shit together. And which could be true in some cases. But overall, it has such a deep implication to our past lives, to especially to our childhood. Because as I just explained, things might have happened at which point you did not have that understanding, that capability to understand your parents' perspective, your teachers, your friends, or whoever, and you just had those grudges, and you don't even are not even aware of, and they still are within you, carrying forward. But how will you move forward when there is just something always pulling you back and back? I mean, isn't that feeling? The every time I try to move forward in life, there's just something from the past which kind of like pulls me back, and I'm back to square one, right? So one way to do is to really open up that pile where you have kind of like submerged that feeling. And in some cases, you might remember a particular circumstance, you might still be holding grudges against someone. Could be anybody, your parents, your friends, someone in your school, someone who bullied you, probably someone who kind of did not honor basically who you were or who you wanted them to look up to you as. And as a child, it could be really, really hurtful. And so your job is right now to just go back and address the issue. Every person in your life who is looking to be annoying, who is coming out to be triggering you, is a direct mirror for you to kind of like pause and look back and address those issues. Because see, till the time you address these things, till the time you dig up and deal with it, it's gonna show up again and again. And that's why it's said that mostly we're caught up in cycles and patterns, and we kind of like come up with same kind of people in our life. We kind of keep on attracting the same kind of people, and we are like, why do I keep attracting the same kind of people even when I don't like them? Pretty much what happened for me for a lot of years. And so you need to kind of like go back, unwrap the dirty box, uh, sit with that inner child within you and have a conversation and allow yourself to forgive, to let go, to understand that those who hurted you, those who planted those seeds of you not being good enough or not deserving enough or not being exactly who you are, not respecting you for who you are, and basically not honoring yourself, you need to kind of like forgive them. You need to kind of like let that thing go and allow new things to move forward into your life. And so you can meditate over it, you can forgive, you can simply say, I forgive you for hurting me, for making me feel less of who I am. And I understand today as an adult that you did not out of any hurtful intention, but just because of your own circumstances. And I let it go. I let myself be free of this. And take a deep breath and let it go for good. Forgive and let it go for good. And once you do this, trust me, you will somewhere experience a shift in your life where you will feel that you are no more attracting that same pattern again and again in your life. So I would really urge you to go back into your past to dig out what was that one time when someone kind of did not honor you for who you were, and you felt all those things. And trust me, you wouldn't feel all those things because they are bad. It just is. Sometimes our vibrations don't match and you just felt bad. Now, after all these years, I know, like on the surface, you'd be like, it doesn't even affect me. But deep inside, it does, which is why it's just coming back into your life, that feeling again and again and again. And you need to free yourself, because that's not a healthy way of living. That's how you're kind of like always not able to open yourself emotionally to people, not able to move forward in your life, in your dream projects, or maybe what you want to do with your career, or maybe what you want to do with your friends or your social life, how you want your life to be. Your childhood trauma is one of the biggest obstacle. So deal with it, say goodbye, let it go, and allow yourself to be free of that no longer serves you. I hope this helps some of you out there, and if it did, let me know in the comments below. I hope my message resonates to somewhere out there. And it's 1st May, so wishing you all of you such a happy, beautiful summer. And it's really time to start reaping the fruits of our labor. Summer is the time of fruits. So happy manifestation. Have a beautiful month ahead and love you.